They called him the German Bomber, a player who once promised 40 home runs but settled into perennial mediocrity. We thought the story of Max Kepler was already written, a solid, if unspectacular, career ending quietly. But the news broke like a fastball to the ribs. 80 games, banned for a substance so potent, so devastatingly effective for muscle growth, that its detection rewrites his entire professional legacy.
The real surprise isn't that he cheated, it's that even with the most powerful anabolic steroids currently available, epitembolone, a trenbolone derivative, his career performance only reached that level. Welcome back to 606 Prime News, where we dissect the biggest betrayals and the deepest secrets hidden beneath the box scores.
If this shocking revelation about Kepler proves anything, it's that sometimes the biggest muscle in baseball isn't the biceps, but the hidden desperation fueling the biggest risks. The immediate reaction across the baseball world wasn't shock at the act, but rather cynical astonishment at the choice of drug and the lack of corresponding success. This wasn't just a basic steroid. We're talking about epitembolone, a close cousin of trenbolone, often cited in the fitness world as the apex predator of muscle growth and fat cutting. Unlike the old-school regimens favored by the Bash brothers, which resulted in significant water retention and the visible physical transformations we all remember, the sudden shift in facial structure, the swollen frame, trenbolone derivatives are subtle. They maximize lean muscle gain and fat loss without that telltale puffiness, making detection and visual identification far harder. As one insider lamented, this is the steroid of the modern era, designed to leave no visible trace. Yet Kepler, even with this biochemical warfare running through his veins, managed only a mediocre .701 OPS in his final stint with the Phillies. It truly makes you wonder what kind of player he would have been without it. This mediocrity, even while doping, sparks the central debate. Does the punishment truly fit the crime if the performance gains were underwhelming? Some fans are already arguing, Kepler was a decent player, nothing more. He topped out at 36 home runs back in 2019, and if he was cheating then, the suspension now is sufficient. He didn't dominate like Barry Bonds, he simply struggled to stay relevant. But this argument completely misses the point, and it's a viewpoint we must refute with precision. The benefit of PED use isn't just measured by the final home run count. It's the consistent ability to train harder, recover faster, and maintain peak strength throughout a punishing 162-game schedule. As the great philosopher of athletic ethics once declared, the accumulated training benefit of even one season on a chemical edge is a permanent physical advantage that never truly dissipates. Even if Kepler's batting average drops to .220 next year, the muscle mass, bone density, and resilience built during the doping period remains superior to that of his clean peers. The 80-game suspension, while significant, is merely a timeout for a permanent transgression. We must remember that his former Twins teammate Jorge Polanco also faced a PED suspension, leading many to suspect a deep-rooted cultural issue within that organization, suggesting Kepler wasn't operating in a vacuum. The conflict escalates dramatically when we consider Kepler's free agent status. The timing of the ban ensures he will sit without a contract, his bargaining power shattered. He is now forced to grovel for a minimum deal, sacrificing half of the next season. This is where the emotional core of the betrayal hits hardest. It's not just the shame, it's the implication of desperation. A 31-year-old veteran whose power had eroded and whose batting average had stagnated clearly felt the pressure mounting. He wasn't reaching for greatness, he was reaching for professional survival. The ultimate irony, as one cynical observer pointed out, is that he was reaching for the nuclear option just to keep his head above water, and he still only managed a 1. War season. This leads us to the terrifying climax of the discussion, the spread of doubt. Max Kepler is now the second Max in recent memory to generate controversy following Max Scherzer's sticky substance investigation. This has created a fan mantra that has swept across social media. The only Max you can trust anymore is Max Muncy. The Kepler situation gives instant, retrospective ammunition to every suspicious fan who saw an unusual performance spike. Take, for example, the performance of Adolis Garcia during the 2023 Rangers playoff run. He became unnaturally muscular and performed with superhuman intensity. As one prominent online commentator stated, "I still believe Adolis Garcia was juicing during the playoffs. His physique and drop-off afterward are too suspicious." This sentiment of generalized distrust is the true poison Kepler injected into the game. We are now forced to re-examine every single high-performance season, every unexpected breakout star. Was that breakout talent, or was it Trenbolone? The plot twist is that while Kepler's failure to achieve legendary status, even while cheating, makes him a cautionary tale, it simultaneously provides a perverse defense for the clean legends of the game. It proves that PEDs are not a guaranteed ticket to the Hall of Fame. They are merely tools. You still need generational talent. Kepler, the German outfielder, was unfortunately short on that latter element. Now, as a free agent facing the loss of 80 games, he must beg for a contract, his only appeal being his defense and the slim hope that the chemical residual will somehow still give him enough residual power to be a serviceable platoon player in 2025. His career, defined by solid contributions and potential unfulfilled, is now irrevocably timed by the illegal act he committed out of pure career-ending fear. The tragic emotional connection here is realizing that a man would risk everything only to achieve next to nothing. This is the new face of baseball scandal: desperation, not dominance. What does this mean for the future of the league? MLB needs to heed the calls from many corners, scrap the current penalties, and move toward a zero-tolerance lifetime ban after the first offense, or, conversely, embrace the inevitable. Follow the example of enhanced games and make the testing obsolete. But until that reckoning arrives, we are left with the depressing reality of Max Kepler. He failed to become the German legend he was meant to be, and in his desperation, he merely became another footnote in baseball's sordid chemical history. Do you think Max Kepler's 80-game suspension is too lenient given the severity and nature of the drug used, or is it harsh enough considering his underwhelming career performance even while allegedly cheating? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis compelling and want more deep-dive sports commentary, be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe right now to 606 Prime News. We're waiting to hear your perspective on this brewing scandal.